there is a common myth that keeps millions of people poor. It is the belief that wealth is a number. A number in a bank account. A price tag on a car. A value on a house. People look at these numbers and say, that is wealth. And because they believe wealth is a number, they spend their lives chasing the number. They chase the paycheck. They chase the lottery ticket. They chase the quick deal. They believe that if they could just get the number right, they would be wealthy. If I had $1 million, I would be rich. But this is false. It is a dangerous lie. If you give $1 million to a person with a poor person's mind, they will not be rich for long. They will lose it. They will spend it. They will be cheated out of it. The money will flow through their hands like water through a net. Why? Because they have the money, but they do not have the wealth mindset. They have the result, but they do not have the cause. On the other hand, if you take a person with a true wealth mindset and you strip them of every dollar, if you take their house, their car, their accounts, drop them in a new city with nothing, what happens? In a year, they are doing well. In 3 years, they are stable. In 5 years, they are wealthy again. Why? Because you took the money, but you could not take the wealth. The wealth was never in the bank. The wealth was in the mind. Wealth is not a condition of your wallet. It is a condition of your thinking. It is a set of mental habits, beliefs, and disciplines that inevitably lead to abundance. So, the goal is not to get rich. The goal is to become wealthy. To build a mind that attracts, keeps, and grows value. We are going to talk about how to build this mind. How to transform your thinking from scarcity to abundance. From consumer to creator. From victim to architect. Because once you change the mind, the money has no choice but to follow. The inner reality always creates the outer reality. Before we look at the specific steps, you must understand the invisible work. Most people only look at the visible signs of success. They see the luxury. They see the freedom. They see the ease. They think, I want that fruit. But they ignore the root. Think of a massive oak tree. It stands tall against the sky. It provides shade. It withstands storms. It looks permanent and powerful. But the tree you see is only half the story. Under the ground, there is a root system just as large, sometimes larger, than the branches above. These roots go deep into the dark earth. They search for water. They grip the rock. They gather nutrients. If you cut the roots, the tree dies. It does not matter how big the trunk is. Without the invisible work of the roots, the visible beauty cannot survive. Your wealth mindset is the root system. Your bank account is the leaves. Most people are obsessed with the leaves. They paint the leaves green. They staple fake leaves onto the branches. They try to look wealthy without doing the invisible work underground. But when the storm comes, and the storm always comes, the fake leaves blow away. The tree with no roots falls over. Building a true wealth mindset is the work of digging deep roots. It is invisible. No one sees you reading the books. No one sees you studying the markets. No one sees you saying no to immediate pleasure so you can invest in future freedom. No one sees you changing your beliefs about money in the quiet of your room. But this invisible work is what holds you up. It is what feeds you. It is what makes you unshakable. The problem is, we live in a world that hates invisible work. We want the selfie. We want the post. We want the applause. But roots do not grow for applause. They grow for survival. They grow for strength. You must be willing to work in the dark. You must be willing to build a philosophy of wealth that no one sees until the results become impossible to ignore. This brings us to a fundamental law. The law of preparation and opportunity. There is a saying, I would rather be prepared for an opportunity and not have one, than have an opportunity and not be prepared. In the world of wealth, this is the golden rule. Money is always moving. Opportunities are always circulating. the economy shifts. New technologies appear. Markets rise and fall. The opportunity is not the problem. The problem is the container. Your mind is the container. If your mind is the size of a cup, and the ocean of opportunity rains down on you, you can only catch a cupful. The rest spills over. It is wasted. Not because the ocean was small, but because the container was small. Building a wealth mindset is the act of expanding the container. You are stretching your capacity to receive. You are stretching your capacity to manage. You are stretching your capacity to hold. Many people pray for $1 million, but they have $1,000 mind. If they got the million, it would destroy them. The pressure of the money would shatter the small container. We see this all the time with sudden fame or sudden luck. It turns into disaster. Why? Because preparation did not meet opportunity. Opportunity met incompetence. You must prepare the mind before the money arrives. You must learn how to manage $10 before you can manage 10,000. You must learn how to govern your emotions with a small portfolio before you can govern them with a large one. The wealthy mind is constantly preparing. It is constantly learning. It is constantly studying value. So when the door opens, you do not just walk through. You walk through with confidence. You know what to do. You are not lucky. You are ready. Now, let's talk about pressure. Because nothing tests a mindset like pressure. It is easy to have a wealth mindset when the economy is booming and your job is safe. But what happens when the winter comes? Pressure reveals patterns. Squeeze an orange juice comes out. Squeeze a person, and what is inside comes out. If you have a poverty mindset disguised as wealth, pressure will expose it. Fear will come out. Greed will come out. Panic will come out. Let me give you 2 real-life examples to show you the difference. First, look at the story of a man who won the lottery. Let's call him John. John was a good man, hardworking, but he had never developed a wealth mindset. He believed money was for spending. He believed rich people were just lucky. He wins $10 million. Suddenly, the pressure is on. Friends call asking for loans. Investment schemes appear. The tax man knocks. Because his internal pattern was spend and consume, that is what came out under pressure. He bought houses he could not afford to maintain. He gave money to people who did not respect it. He made bad investments because he did not know how to evaluate risk. 5 years later, John is broke. He is actually worse off than before, because now he is bitter. The pressure revealed that his container was cracked. The money flowed in, and it flowed right out. Now, look at the second example. A woman named Sarah. Sarah built a business from scratch. She spent years developing her skills, learning about finance, understanding leadership. She built a true wealth mindset. Then, a recession hits. Her industry collapses. She loses the business. She loses her savings. She is back to zero. The pressure is immense. But what comes out of Sarah? Not panic. Resolve. She looks at the wreckage and says, I built it once. I can build it again. Only this time, I will do it faster because I know how. Her mindset shifts into problem-solving mode. She spots a new need in the market. She gathers a new team. She uses her reputation, which is part of her true wealth, to get new deals. 3 years later, she is back on top. She is wealthier than before. Why? Because her wealth was part of her identity. It was not attached to the external conditions. The pressure revealed her strength. It proved that she was not just holding money, she was the source of the money. Ask yourself, when financial pressure hits you, an unexpected bill, a job loss, a market drop, what comes out? Does fear come out? Does blame come out? Or does strategy come out? Does calm come out? Your reaction to pressure tells you exactly where your mindset is. And if you don't like the reaction, you have work to do on the roots. To do this work, you must master the war between focus and distraction. This is the battlefield of the 21st century. And nowhere is it more deadly than in your finances. A poverty mindset is a distracted mindset. It is focused on entertainment. It is focused on what others are doing. It is focused on the shiny object. It is focused on spending. A wealth mindset is a focused mindset. It is focused on value. It is focused on production. It is focused on the long term. It is focused on investing. You must protect your focus like gold. Because in the modern economy, focus is gold. Think about the advertisements you see every day. Thousands of them. What are they trying to do? They are trying to break your focus. They are trying to make you unhappy with what you have so you will buy what they are selling. If you let them control your focus, you will always be poor. You will be a consumer. A battery for the system. To build wealth, you must take control of your eyes and your ears. You must stop looking at what everyone else is buying. You must stop listening to the noise of the market. You must focus on your own skills. You must focus on your own plan. You must focus on creating something that helps others. Wealth flows to those who can hold their attention on a problem until it is solved. Poverty follows those who jump from one distraction to the next. Ask yourself, is my focus making me money, or is it costing me money? When you scroll through social media for 2 hours, that is costing you. Not just time. It is costing you the mental energy you could have used to learn a skill. When you watch the news and get angry, that is costing you. It is costing you the emotional stability you need to make good decisions. The wealthy guard their minds. They are careful about what they let in. They know that an expensive mind cannot afford cheap thoughts. Now, how do we build this? How do we move from the distracted, consumer mind to the focused, wealthy mind? We follow the growth sequence. Learn. Apply. Evaluate. Correct. Persist. First, you learn. You must study wealth. Not just how to make money, but the philosophy of money. Read the books. Study the biographies of great men and women. Learn the difference between an asset and a liability. Learn the language of finance. You cannot play the game if you do not know the rules. Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is poverty. Second, you apply. Knowledge without action is merely entertainment. You must take what you learn and do something. Open the investment account. Start the side hustle. Ask for the raise. Cut the expense. Do something real. Third, you evaluate. Look at the results. Did it work? Did you make money or lose money? Did you save time or waste time? Most people are afraid to look at the numbers. The wealth mindset loves the numbers. The numbers tell the truth. Fourth, you correct. If it didn't work, change it. Do not get emotional. Do not quit. Just adjust. Steer the ship. If you spent too much, cut back next month. If the investment failed, analyze why and choose better next time. Fifth, you persist. This is the secret sauce. You do it again. And again. And again. Wealth is boring. It is the result of doing the right things over and over for a long time. Most people stop at learn. They read a book and feel smart. Some act once, fail, and stop. The wealthy persist through the cycle until they win. Now, to keep persisting, you need something stronger than excitement. You need discipline over motivation. Motivation is unreliable. You might feel motivated to save money today. But tomorrow, when you see the nice shoes, the motivation is gone. You might feel motivated to work on your business today. But tomorrow, when you are tired, the motivation is gone. If you build your financial future on motivation, you are building on sand. You need discipline. You need systems. Systems beat moods. A wealth mindset relies on automation and rules, not willpower. The wealthy do not decide every month if they should invest. It happens automatically. The money leaves the account before they can touch it. They do not decide every day if they should work. They have a schedule. They show up. They create rules for themselves. I do not buy liabilities on credit. I save 20% of every dollar. I read for 30 minutes every day. These are not choices they make every time. They are identities they inhabit. Discipline is simply remembering what you want. It is choosing your future self over your present impulse. Ask yourself, do I have systems for my wealth, or am I relying on how I feel? If you are relying on feelings, you are in trouble. Feelings consume. Discipline creates. But even with discipline, there is one more ingredient you must have. Strategic patience. We live in the age of now. Instant delivery. Instant messages. Instant gratification. But wealth is organic. It grows like a tree. It has seasons. You plant the seed. You water it. And for a long time, you see nothing. The dirt looks exactly the same. The poor mindset says, it's not working. I'm digging it up. They quit. They switch strategies. They chase a new get-rich-quick scheme. The wealth mindset understands the seasons. It understands that the roots are growing down before the shoot grows up. It understands the law of compounding. Compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. But it requires time. It is very slow in the beginning, and very fast at the end. The problem is, most people quit in the beginning. They quit in the slow years. They do not have the patience to let the curve turn upward. You must be willing to be bored. You must be willing to wait. You must be willing to let time do the heavy lifting. Do not envy the person who made a quick buck. Quick money usually leaves quickly. Envy the person who has been building steadily for 20 years. That is the fortress that will stand. Now, you cannot just wait blindly. You need feedback and refinement. You need to know if you are winning or losing. You need a scoreboard. What is your net worth? What is your cash flow? What is your savings rate? If you do not know these numbers, you are not serious about wealth. You are playing house. You are hoping, not planning. The wealth mindset confronts the brutal facts. It looks at the bank account without flinching. If it is empty, it says, okay. This is the reality. Now what do I do? It does not hide. You must build a habit of measuring. Once a month, look at your financial life. Is it getting better or worse? If you are drifting off course, correct it. A plane that is off course by 1 degree will miss its destination by hundreds of miles if it doesn't correct. You are the pilot. Check your instruments. As you do this, as you learn, apply, discipline yourself, and correct, you start to build momentum. This is the flywheel effect. In the beginning, building wealth is hard. Every dollar saved feels painful. Every new skill feels difficult. It takes so much effort to get the wheel moving. But you push. And you push. Then, the wheel starts to turn. Your money starts making money. Your skills start bringing bigger opportunities. Your reputation precedes you. Suddenly, things get easier. You are not working as hard, but you are earning more. Opportunities are coming to you instead of you chasing them. This is momentum. And it is a beautiful thing. But you only get there if you survive the hard part. You only get there if you push when the wheel is stopped. Don't look at the momentum of the wealthy and think it was always easy. They pushed when it was hard. They pushed when it was heavy. They earned the momentum. And finally, we arrive at the destination. Breakthrough is a lifestyle. When you build a true wealth mindset, you don't just arrive at a number. You arrive at a new way of being. You become a different person. You walk differently. You are not desperate. You are not needy. You operate from a place of abundance, not scarcity. You become generous. Because you know you can always create more. You become fearless. Because you trust your ability to solve problems. Wealth stops being about the things you can buy. It becomes about the choices you can make. The freedom to spend your time how you want. The freedom to help the people you love. The freedom to say no to things that don't align with your values. This is true wealth. It is an emotional elevation. You rise above the daily struggle for survival. You start living in the realm of contribution and creation. This is what is waiting for you. Not just a pile of paper, but a life of sovereignty. So, how do we begin? We begin by rejecting the old stories. The stories that say money is evil. The stories that say you are not smart enough. The stories that say it is too late. Those are lies. Burn them. Replace them with the truth. Wealth is a service. Wealth is a discipline. Wealth is a mindset. And you have the power to build it. Not overnight, but over time. Start with the invisible work. Dig the roots. Feed the mind. Guard the focus. And one day, you will look up. And you will see the fruit. And you will know that the harvest was worth the work. So, let's dig a little deeper into this concept of the root system. Because this is where most people fail. They try to graft the habits of the wealthy onto a mindset of poverty. It does not stick. The organism rejects the transplant. You must change the organism itself. You must change your fundamental beliefs about money. Let's look at 3 core beliefs that separate the wealthy mindset from the poor mindset. Belief number 1, money is a tool versus money is the goal. The poor mindset thinks money is the goal. I work to get money. I need money to be happy. Money is the master. You are the servant. The wealthy mindset thinks money is a tool. I use money to build things. I use money to buy time. I use money to make more money. Money is the servant. You are the master. Think about a hammer. You don't worship a hammer. You don't hoard hammers just to look at them. You use the hammer to build a house. If you view money as the goal, you will hoard it in fear or spend it to show off. If you view it as a tool, you will put it to work. You will invest it. You will risk it intelligently. Because tools are meant to be used. Belief number 2, production versus consumption. The poor mindset is focused on consumption. What can I buy? What can I watch? What can I eat? They are the end users of the economy. The wealthy mindset is focused on production. What can I create? What problem can I solve? What value can I add? They are the suppliers of the economy. Wealth flows from the consumer to the producer. Every time you buy a coffee, money flows from you to the coffee shop owner. Every time you watch a movie, money flows from you to the studio. If you want to be wealthy, you must switch sides. You must become a producer. Even if you are an employee, you must produce more value than you cost. That is how you get wealthy. Not by demanding more, but by producing more. Belief number 3, long-term versus short-term. The poor mindset lives in the now. I want it now. I'll worry about tomorrow. They discount the future. The wealthy mindset lives in the future. If I invest this today, what will it be worth in 10 years? If I learn this skill now, how will it pay me forever? They discount the present for the sake of the future. This is the marshmallow test for adults. Can you delay gratification? Can you suffer a little now to be free later? Or do you need the reward immediately? If you cannot wait, you cannot be wealthy. Because wealth is just deferred consumption invested for growth. Now, I want to talk about your financial thermostat. Everyone has an internal setting for how much wealth they are comfortable with. If you are set at $50,000 a year, and you make $40,000, you will hustle. You will work hard to get back to your comfort zone. But here is the strange part. If you are set at $50,000 and you suddenly make $100,000, you will subconsciously sabotage yourself to get back down to $50,000. You will overspend. You will slack off. You will make a bad investment. Because your thermostat is set lower. This is why lottery winners go broke. Their bank account grew, but their thermostat didn't. Building a wealth mindset is the act of raising the thermostat. You have to become comfortable with bigger numbers. You have to believe you deserve more. You have to normalize success. How do you do this? Exposure. You must expose yourself to higher levels of thinking and living. If you hang around people who think $50,000 is a lot of money, that will be your ceiling. If you hang around people who think $50,000 is a bad month, your reality shifts. You realize, wait. It is possible. They are not smarter than me. They just think bigger. You must upgrade your environment. Read books by billionaires. Listen to podcasts by investors. Go to places where money flows. Just sit in a nice hotel lobby and drink a coffee. Absorb the atmosphere. Tell your subconscious, I belong here too. Stretch your mind. A mind that is stretched by a new experience can never go back to its old dimensions. Now, let's talk about the specific language of wealth. Words matter. Words create reality. The poor mindset uses the language of victimhood. I can't afford it. Rich people are greedy. The system is rigged. It's not my fault. This language disempowers you. It puts the control outside of you. If the system is rigged, why try? If you can't afford it, why look for a solution? It shuts down the brain. The wealth mindset uses the language of power. Instead of I can't afford it, say how can I afford it? Instead of rich people are greedy, say rich people have figured something out. What can I learn? Instead of the system is rigged, say I will learn the rules of the system and play to win. Notice the shift. One is passive. One is active. One closes the door. One opens the door. Stop saying I'm broke. Say I'm currently in a cash flow challenge that I am solving. Stop saying it's too expensive. Say I need to increase my income to acquire that. Change your words, and you change your relationship with money. Money likes clarity. Money likes confidence. Money runs away from desperation and complaint. Let's address the fear of selling. Many people want to be wealthy, but they hate selling. They think selling is sleazy. They think it is manipulative. But here is the truth. Selling is just the exchange of value. You cannot be wealthy without selling something. A product. A service. Your time. Your idea. If you hate selling, you are blocking the flow of money. You are standing on the hose. You must reframe selling. Selling is helping. If you have a solution that solves a problem, it is your duty to sell it. If you can help someone, why would you hide it? The wealthy are excellent promoters. They believe in their values so much that they want everyone to know about it. The poor are afraid to promote. They hope someone will just discover them. No one is going to discover you. You have to wave the flag. Embrace selling. Embrace negotiation. These are the skills of the producer. Now, consider the concept of risk. The poor mindset is terrified of risk. They want safety above all else. They keep their money in a savings account losing value to inflation because it feels safe. They stay in a job they hate because it feels safe. The wealth mindset understands that safety is an illusion. Inflation is a risk. Layoffs are a risk. Market shifts are a risk. You are already taking risks. You just aren't getting paid for them. The wealthy take calculated risks. They don't gamble. They study the odds. They look for asymmetric bets, where the downside is low and the upside is high. And then they act. If you want to build wealth, you must change your relationship with failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of the recipe for success. You will lose money sometimes. You will make bad calls. That is the tuition fee. Pay it. Learn. Move on. If you are so afraid of losing $1 that you never invest it, you will never make $100. Scared money doesn't make money. You need courage. Not recklessness. Courage. Finally, let's talk about giving. This might sound counterintuitive. How does giving money away help you build a wealth mindset? Because giving is the ultimate declaration of abundance. When you give, you are telling your subconscious, I have enough. I have more than enough. I am a source. If you cling to every penny, you are telling yourself, I am scarce. I might run out. That fear blocks the flow. The tight fist cannot receive. Only the open hand can receive. You don't have to be a millionaire to give. Start where you are. Give a little. Tip well. Help a friend. Feel the shift inside you. You stop feeling like a needy person. You start feeling like a powerful person. And that feeling attracts more wealth. It is a spiritual law as much as an economic one. What you circulate comes back to you multiplied. Stagnant water becomes a swamp. Flowing water becomes a river. Be a river. So, look at the whole picture. The wealth mindset is a complete system. It is about deep roots, invisible work. Expanding the container, preparation. Staying calm under pressure. Protecting your focus. Being a producer, not a consumer. Thinking long-term. Speaking the language of power. Embracing risk. Giving freely. This is not a checklist. It is a transformation. It is a daily practice. You will catch yourself thinking poor thoughts. That's okay. Correct it. Switch the channel. You will catch yourself wanting to buy something foolish. That's okay. Pause. Remember the long game. You are building a masterpiece. And the masterpiece is your own life. Don't settle for being average. Average is stressful. Average is fragile. Average is broke. Aim higher. Aim for sovereignty. Aim for the ability to shape your world. You have the hardware. You have the brain. Now, install the software. Install the wealth mindset. And watch what happens. Watch the opportunities appear. Watch the money arrive. Watch the freedom unfold. It is waiting for you. The bank vault opens from the inside. Unlock your mind. And the world will unlock for you.